Vanakkam, dear all. Welcome back to one more video with me. We are going to have a nice, simple practice of asanas. Sit in a comfortably cross-leg position and start rotating your neck clockwise, counterclockwise. You are welcome to keep looking at the video. Sometimes I go into philosophy. If you have done 5 to 7 times on one side, reverse the direction of your neck. And go for 5 to 7 times on the other side. Now we are going to bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Using your right arm, press the right ear more closer to your shoulder, stretching the other hand out, opening the side of our neck. And we are going to reverse this by bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching the right hand out. And we are going to twist our neck to look to the right and to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, neck to neutral position, stretching the leg out, toes pointing up, generally rotating your ankle in one direction, opposite direction. I'm using my hands as a support. We're going to go for dropping the big toes to inside and outside, internal and external rotation of your hip joints, hip sockets for 5 to 7 times. I'm bending my right leg, bringing the leg on top of my left thigh, back straight, rotating my ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Now I'm going to stretching the joints of my ankle by pointing the toes, then stretching my Achilles tendon by flexing my toes. Bring the hands on top of your knee, press the hips down, opening your hip flexors for 5 to 7 breaths. Now lifting the knee, hug the knee using the opposite hand, and we go for a nice gentle twist. Keep lifting your spine higher and straighter. The intention is to warm up your spine, not to go for complete stretch. Sending the vision forward, lifting the leg up to the inner crease of your opposite leg, back straight, cradling the child for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlocking the fingers on the feet. First push the feet away from you to open your shoulder blade, scapula muscles. And once you have done 5 to 7 breaths, now it's time to stretch the leg out. Try to keep the back as straight as possible, lower back especially. And from here we are stretching our hamstring. This also works on our wrist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the leg to the inner thigh of your opposite leg, and we go for Janu Shirasasana, head to toe pose. Toe is pointing up, flexing forward. My other leg is bent and the feet is on the inner thigh of the opposite hand. Janu Shirasasana for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feeling the stretch all through your hamstring, and we are going to inhale halfway head up, exhale, coming out, stretching this leg out, bending the left leg on top of your right thigh, rotating your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise, and then we are going to stretch the wrist by pointing the toes. Now press the knee down to open your hip flexors. And from here, we are going to go for a gentle twist by lifting the knee, hugging the knee using the opposite hand, and going for a twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sending the vision forward, releasing the knee, lifting the knee to the inner crease of your opposite leg, and open your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot down, interlock. First the leg goes forward, the foot goes forward. Push the feet away from you to open your back muscles and scapula. And now it's time to straighten the leg. Back straight, head straight for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Bring the leg to the inner thigh. And after how do you call this? Butterfly, we are going into Janushirasasana, head to toe pose for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both legs to go for full butterfly, Titibatasana, opening your hips, hip flexors. And from here, we are going to go to fall forward. Walk your hands as much as possible to bring the chin, forehead if this is available for you. Otherwise, make a fist with your arms and keep the rest your head on top of that. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands back, lift your upper body up. And then we are going to grab your right leg, straighten the right leg to open our adductor muscles and hamstring, bending the leg, and the other leg goes out. That comes into, now we are planning to lift both the legs up. As you can see, I have been failing miserably. It is what it is. From here, I go for all 4. My shoulders needs to be on top of your wrist. I move back, inhaling cat with a Mula Bandha. Exhale, camel. You can see that my toes are tucked out. If it's not possible for you, keep the toes tucked in. Inhale, cat. Exhale, camel. Inhale, cat. Exhale, neutral spine. I'm sending my right leg back to open my calf muscles, Achilles tendon. It's a very important to open this. This is a part of our hamstring stretch. All the muscles, our hamstring, our calf muscles are shortened due to our regular sitting. This is a beautiful stretch. I always tell my friends that this needs to be there every day. And from here, I tuck myself, lift my hips up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. My heels are on the mat. If your heels are not on the mat, it is perfectly fine. Lifting the right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sending the right leg to the outside edge. And I adjust my body in Ashvasanchalasana hold. And I'm going to drop my knee down, my elbow down for a beautiful lizard stretch. You can always keep the back knee off the mat if that is needed and available for you. Lizard stretch. Inhale, halfway head up, plant, bring the palms up, tuck the back toe, and we go for as you can see, I'll bring both my leg inside and I'm holding the outside edge of the foot using the opposite hand. If this is not available and possible for you with your glutes up, you can do with glutes down. And if it's not possible, let's all meet in Ashwasanchalasana. I'm stretching my leg out to prepare myself for a nice hamstring flexible stretch. Hanumanasana. This is my mobility, this is my flexibility today. It does not define me. I know I can do full split if and when it is needed. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee up, and then I'm going to go into Malasana. Malasana is again a beautiful way to open your hips, my friends. The intention of all these practices is to effectively utilize, to become more free, to become more mobile. And from here I go for Kakasana. If it is in your practice, I've been sweating like crazy, so my knees are sliding off, you can always use a towel or something like that. And we come, all of us will meet in downward facing dog to lift the left leg off the mat. To do the same practice on the other side, swing the leg between your hands, Ashwasanchalasana twist, Ashwasanchalasana. And from Ashwasanchalasana, I'm going to drop my back knee into the mat, go on to my elbow, tuck out my back toe for lizard lunge, lizard stretch. Keep your breath inhaling and exhaling longer and deeper. From lizard lunge, we go in Ashwasanchalasana, hold one more time. And from here we are going to, I missed one part, I will recover it during the end. I push my hips back to go for Hanumanasana, to open my hamstring. Can stay for as long as needed, as long as possible. If this much is not available for you, you can keep the front leg bent at 90 degree. That is also there. And from here, I slide my leg back, pushing myself in Ashwasanchalasana. Now I'm going to tuck my toe, lift my back knee, pass my leg through my hand, and I hold the outside edge of the foot to go for outer IT band stretch. And from here I go into Ashwasanchalasana, hold one more time, other leg back, knee chest chin, upward facing dog and downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg, right leg goes to the sky, bend your knees, open your hips. Right knee comes on top of my right triceps. I lift myself up. You can see it's very quick. You can do what is available and possible for you. Inhale, right leg up, swinging the right leg to the front, and we go for Ashwasanchalasana twist, one of my favorite asanas because it works on many layers. And from here I bring my arms under, my shoulder goes under the back of my knee to go for modified flight pose. My hips are a bit too high for a flight, but I only see this now. I will correct it when it's there. I make a namaskar with my hands and I go for Skandasana on the other side. From Skandasana, I bring my palms to the front, sending the leg back, Vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Let's all meet in downward facing dog. Left leg goes up to the sky. Swing your left leg to the outside edge of your left palm. And we send the center hand up to go for Ashwasanchalasana twist at the level of your waist. You can see how I love this pose. And we go for modified plain pose. Hand comes in. I go for bring the palms under, making a namaskar skandasana on the other side. And I bring my palms in, sending the leg back, vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Jump, walk, fly to the top of the mat in malasana. From Malasana, I am planning to go for Kakasana pushback. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg up, bring the right leg into pigeon stretch, keeping the hip forward. I like to keep my both hips squared. I am not compromise on my leg, but you can compromise on your leg. It's important to keep your hips forward rather than keeping the legs forward. And we surrender to Mother Earth, opening our hips, opening our mind, opening our body to the processes of the inner self. Every breath you go a bit more deeper inside of you. Inhale, lifting yourself up through a vinyasa. Let's all meet in downward facing dog. Left leg goes up and we go for pigeon pose on the other side. You can stay on the elbow on this side, or you can go try to drop your hips more further and go more deeper. Whichever works for you works for me, my friend. Inhale, head up. As in, you can go stay longer and longer, especially if it are doing after the end of a day. You needed to go deeper inside of you to go and relax, because our hips are one of those regions in the body which holds lot of our tensions. And through a vinyasa, we all meet in malasana. Breathe, remember your Mula Bandha especially. Grabbing your big toes, straighten your both leg. Exhale, head down, Uttanasana. You're always welcome. Want to bring your hands under your palm, you're welcome to go for Padahastasana. A beautiful pose. I always tell one important pose that all of us needs to do every day. And from here, let's come to a sitting position to go for the sitting stretches. And let's start with this is Paschimottanasana, sitting forward bend. In this 25 minutes practice, I wanted to open your hamstring as much as available and possible for you. Now drop the back down, interlock your fingers to the back of your right thigh, flex your toes, both the toes, and slightly send your leg, grab your big toes using your leg, lifting your back up, head up, pushing the other hips down. Keep opening your hamstring for as long as possible. We are going to go for 7 more breaths. And once you're done, drop the bag down. If you can, keep holding the big toes open to the leg. Don't lift, allow the other hip to lift up. Push the hips into the mat. And once you're done, 5 to 7 on this side. You're going to bend that leg, bring that foot on the up top of your other thigh to go for a nice twist at the level of your waist. If you have good mobility, flexibility of your hamstring, you can also do this with and we go for the other side. Some of the times my instructions, since I'm doing the instructions later, please will watch the video or for do what is intuitively driven. Now we are going to drop the leg and we opening the adductor muscles, hamstring, quads, everything. Bend the leg bit that and we go for a twist at the level of your waist. And we are going to go for figure 4 hugs, one of my favorite hip opening, relaxing. My spine is straight and on the mat. My chin are gently tucked in, opening my glutes, my hamstrings, and we reverse the same on the other side. I'm going to stay the same time as the other side. Normally 5 to 7 breaths are optimal in kind of relaxation techniques. So go for the number which talks to you. Once you have done figure 4 stretch, we are going to go for a bridge pose. From bridge, I would like to go for shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. This is my favorite cooling down practice. Since it's only a 30 minutes practice, I've not included longer inversions. Please pause the video and go for longer inversions. I have videos where I do many more varieties of inversions, so enjoy the practice. Especially during the end of the day, it is always good to have a very nice relaxing moments. And from here, do whatever is good for you. Try not to rotate your neck and hurt your neck. I come out of the pose through bridge pose again. From here, I'm surrendering to Mother Earth in Shavasana. Adjust your body if you need to relax your body, to relax your mind. Visualize the actions that you have done for your body to relax. And stay in this position for as long as needed. Since it's an half an hour practice, I have included very nice Shavasana. You know that you can go for many other practices that is normally in my class, like shoulder stand, happy child, all these poses, more twists, and also stay for longer Shavasanas. And once ready, gently move your body, toes, and find yourself to come to a sitting position. I normally come to a sitting position directly, but some people like to go through child pose. And from here, let's say goodbye. Thank you, my friends. I know I didn't complete the class in the traditional format, but expectation and reality does not have to match. Have a very good day, my friend.